podcast. I want to thank all the creators of the car wrestlers that we will be using. I appreciate the time it took to make these superstars for us and allowing me to use them on my small show. And I thank the artists that created the music that you are about to hear. Touch base 2, that the opening scene is based off a popular YouTube, YouTube character and skits that I enjoy watching on there. So that was definitely inspired by something you will notice. That's it. So now we will get into the show. Welcome to a warm, balmy Boston, Massachusetts, everyone. This is SBJ, as always, coming from the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance. I just wanted to welcome you all here to the show with the great 3-Dub on the verge of starting their next season. I appreciate those that come in here, tune in, and watch our show on a regular basis. Joe Rivers, you didn't miss anything yet. We were just doing the intro, getting ready to start the show. Thank you for checking in. I do have a live slot open in my chat feed. If you want to jump in there with us, it's always nice to have a legend like Joe Rivers here. And I don't believe I've had you on the mic in quite a while. Who the heck is this guy?
Yeah, I'm Tyrone.
Not quite sure who this gentleman is, but
take Cruz's spot on the roster and fuck y'all wives. Long
Tyrone. That music, I know that music. That means only one thing. Will King is in the building. It looks like Will King has been signed to the East Coast show, but who's going to be the one to take Gorilla's slot? I thought it was going to be this Tyrone character. Will King is attacking him now. He made his way to the ring. He came out there with his generation, attacked Tyrone. Apparently Will King plans on taking Gorilla's slot here. Exciting stuff as we jump right here into action. We've got Fiona, the blue firecracker, making her debut against Vanessa Rue here. Early on, Fiona shows a definite power surge as she's tossing Vanessa around. Vanessa now taking the upper hand, hits a nice Hurricanrana. The veteran of HWA here trying to get an early advantage, take some her years of experience here dealing with HWA out on Miss Fiona. Fiona undoubtedly has a power advantage in this one. We got IWA checking in here, XWC, Extreme Wrestling checking in. I appreciate the support, gents. Looks like Joe Rivers is coming in here to show his support for his boy Ace Porter. Thank you all for checking in. Back in action now. We've got Vanessa Rue here. She's got an armbar going, trying to take the strength away. Definitely has a lot of upper body strength Miss Fiona does, that is. And looks like Vanessa is trying to wear down those arms. Evil Eyes, thank you for stopping in, sir. Appreciate the support. Make sure you stay tuned and enjoy the show. We had a very... Oh, look at this. Fiona throws Vanessa up over that top rope. A gorilla press slam down onto the concrete floor below. I'm not sure how Vanessa was able to pop back up out of that one. Noah checking in here before his match tonight. He got a surprise. He'll be taking on our champion in the main event. Noah just found out mere moments before the show actually took place that he indeed is going to be the one taking on Trey Jeter. You heard that right. Will King himself, he made an appearance here in the opening salvo of this show, making a huge statement. We had Tyrone come out. Tyrone announcing that he was going to be the one taking Gorilla Cruz's slot. And then Will King and the Generation came out and interrupt. Fiona now the upper hand. I think Vanessa is still feeling the effects of that. Oh, here's a drop on that top gold rope. Fiona definitely in charge here now. She's got her up. Fiona with a choke slam. That power coming into effect here in a huge way. And there's a stunner from Fiona. Vanessa, she's not moving, not even trying to kick. There's a 2, 3. Fiona, the blue firecracker, picking up a huge win tonight. Congratulations to Miss Fiona. We got Firecracker here in the ring, and we got some fireworks going off in the comment section here. It's nice to see Noah checking in here before his huge match tonight in the main event. Now we got a match that could be the main event in pretty much anyone's pay-per-view. We've got two very exciting stars here, world-renowned superstars. We got Michael Blaze here and his donning the green that he chose to wear back in 3-dub for their pay-per-view, taking on the mysterious Azrael. Azrael with a kick and then a snap. German. These two men very extreme here. Love being outside the ring. Both love high flying. Very flashy. Very flamboyant characters. There's just as much personality as there is talent between these two superstars. A springboard drop kick sends Azrael down. I'm expecting to see a lot of quick hitter moves, a lot of high flying. What's going on here? Azrael has Michael Blaze up on that top rope, and he hits him with a Spanish fly. Spanish fly from the top turnbuckle. These two gentlemen early on giving it everything, putting on a hell of a show for the HWA universe. A little back and forth and a swinging neck breaker from Blaze. Out of nowhere. We got a little jaw-jacking going on here between two legends. Joe Rivers and Will King here. A little back and forth action. If you follow along the comments, make sure you don't miss the action in the ring as well. Michael Blaze has a kendo stick. No, Azrael steals it. And a shot against the breadbasket here. Across the small of the back of Blaze now. I think these two men have spent more time outside the ring than they have inside yet. Azriel taking it back inside now. You see the referee giving no count. This is Extreme Rules match. James checking in from CSWA. Appreciate the support, gentlemen. We have a lot of different family friends here checking in from different feds across the companies, and I appreciate your support as always. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for providing the talent from your shows. Azriel bouncing the face of Michael Blaze off that apron. That's probably the second or third time we've seen that already tonight. I'm thinking that Blaze with that face paint maybe hiding a little more damage than we can tell at this point. Those shots of the headbutts to the face there from Azriel, that mask that he's got on, that's a hard plastic mask. So that's not like, a leather hitting your face. There's no padding on that mask. That is hard plastic. So that's why he uses it as a weapon. You'll see him with those series of headbutts pretty much in every match that Azriel participates in. He's very smart. He uses every piece of his body as a weapon. And basically the same can be said for Michael Blaze. Seems to be a trend here as Azriel hits another Spanish fly. This one basically from a standing position, very athletic. It looked like Azriel was going to crawl for the pin there, but he decided to stand up and dish out more punishment. Huge knee across the face of Blaze. I appreciate you sharing the link there, Evil Eyes. Azriel on the apron. Michael Blaze stalking him. He delivers a right hook, sending Azriel back outside again, down onto the concrete floor. What a punch there by Michael Blaze. Azriel and Bray Wyatt, maybe. I mean, I do see some resemblance in the haircut and a low blow. Michael Blaze, a shot in the pills here. I don't care how dark of an entity Azriel is. You get squared up like that in your daddy button, you're going down as Michael Blaze now takes charge. And I thought he was setting up with a kill switch, but I guess that kind of was a modified Michael Blaze version. A spinning version of the kill switch DDT. Blaze getting cockier and more flashy as this match goes on. I'm going to have to check into that, Noah. I'm not sure what happened there. Both men came crashing down on their face, and they're both out. Michael Blaze looking like he's regaining consciousness first. Azriel seems to have taken the brunt out of that one. Shot to the gut. It looks like Azriel's still feeling the effects of that low blow as Blaze. Joe Rivers, you're very familiar with that move as Michael just took his foot and drove Azriel's face down into the ground with that, similar to your stomp that you used there, Mr. Rivers. Blaze just dropped down to a knee without being hit. Now both men are cut open here. I see blood dripping from below the mask of Azriel, and it looks like Michael Blaze is open as well. Azriel showing the pure power that he has carried Blaze probably 25, 30 feet across the arena and then crashed his face down on top of that steps over there. Those are steel steps and a concrete floor with a very thin padding over it. So every time you hit that ground, you're feeling it. I mean, I'm feeling it just watching these two. But I'm nowhere near the shape that these gentlemen are. That's why they can bounce back. Spins around, and there's a huge clothesline. That power from Azrael again sends Michael Blaze for a loop. The superior Noah Rivers or Noah Youngblood. I don't know. Noah Rivers coming from the bloodline that he has from the great Joe Rivers. It's I don't know. It's a tough call because I know that Youngblood is very talented as well. That's why he's, was chosen to be here kind of in the spotlight in the main event, taking on our champion Trey Jeter tonight. Just when we thought Michael Blaze was down and out, he's been coming back with a flurry here. The stomps, now he's got that arm wrapped up. Little joint manipulation here, bending those fingers and that elbow. You've seen that quite a bit here. A superstar trying to take those arms out of their opponent when they're much stronger than them. You got some very smart, intelligent wrestlers here in this division. A quick suplex. He's got him up to a traditional brain buster. Michael Blaze, when we think he's down and out, comes up, showing his strength that he has left. Looks like a people's elbow. No, he comes up looking like The Rock. I thought he was going to do a people's elbow, but then he hits him with a backflip body splash here. Michael Blaze, despite being hurt, still showing off. That's it. No, he decides to pick him up. Blaze hit him with the cutter. 2 back-to-back cutters from Michael Blaze. Azrael's got to be done. Why is Blaze not pinning here? That should be it. What's going... Azrael popped out of nowhere. I don't even know what happened. Azrael was done. Then all of a sudden the lights went out. Azrael showed up behind Michael Blaze, hit him, and now Azrael, a surge. He disappeared off the screen. I didn't even know what happened. I'm still kind of at shock. Just when we think Michael Blaze was putting Azrael away, he made a mistake. He delivered 2 basically RKOs onto Azrael, and then Azrael disappears, and he's back on top. No, we see Michael Blaze trying to roll out to escape. Instead, he falls on that ladder that he took out earlier. That's kind of a long fall onto that aluminum ladder. He throws it in the ring, looking to use that as a weapon. Last time Blaze tried to use a weapon, it backfired on him, and he ended up feeling the brunt of that kendo stick. Now he's got that ladder. Let's see if Azrael can utilize that. He's got Blaze tied up. Blaze is tied up in a knot. Did you see that, folks? It is a very good match. I knew that this was going to be a good match when I saw the card. Off the top rope, delivering a stunner. Look at a cross between Ember Moon and Stone Cold Steve Austin right there. Look at the chest of Azrael, folks, as he's up on the top. I thought Blaze rolled out of the way briefly, Azriel realized that his opponent was no longer there, caught himself, and then continued through with another backflip, and then landed a move here. Pretty good ring awareness by both of these men. What the heck was that? A flipping pile driver of some sorts by Michael Blaze here. This match is so back and forth, I don't know how any match that's further up on the card is going to compete with this. I honestly would hate to be the superstars trying to compete with this. This is, to me, already going to be one to remember for match of the night, match of the month, as far as I'm concerned so far. We're witnessing what very well could be a championship match on any pay-per-view right here on a normal episode. Looked like Blaze just bounced his head off the top of that ladder on that one. It's kind of like a Sister Abigail, basically. Another play on Bray Wyatt, so maybe there's more to this than we think. A cut. Azriel pops right back up after that cutter. It's like it didn't affect him at all. Blaze must not have caught all of that one. Azriel sprung right back up from it. That's 3 or 4 cutters that Blaze has hit Azriel with. Azriel back, climbing to the top again. What's he going to do this time? Blaze springboards back up. Blaze with a kip up, but Azriel still able to come off the top rope and deliver that forearm. I was waiting for Blaze to grab Azriel before he had a chance to dive off that top rope. That Azriel too quick. I don't know if pretty good match is the right explanation of this one, Noah, the right description. This is a freaking great match. Lots of back and forth, lots of exciting moves. We got blood going. Speaking of exciting moves, got a running elbow into the corner, followed up by an Enziguri. I really have no idea how they are supposed to compete with this match after. This could be easily the end of the show right here. This should be the main event. I hate saying that because I've known Trey Jeter for a long time, and we have Noah here, but I don't know how Noah and Trey are going to compete with this one in the main event tonight. Not to mention the matches that are going to follow directly after this one. They're right back outside. Another suplex here. Huge DDT. I'm not sure, but it looked like Blaze may have caught his shoulder on the bottom of that step, and Blaze is out. Super kick ends it. Michael Blaze is done. Azriel picks up a win here. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. If I could pick anyone to follow that, it's this one. We've got Ace Porter taking on Shane O'Neill now, folks. Yeah, I heard him crash off those steps. I thought that's what I was hearing, but I'm not sure. What's this? Is that Michael Blaze is back out here? Blaze is attacking Porter. Last show, Porter came out and attacked Michael Blaze before his match. And now Blaze returning the favor I'm not sure how Blaze has the energy to even be out here right now. But he's going off frustration. He's going off hatred towards Porter. This feud is just growing more and more every episode. Porter fighting back. The referee just signaled this match is not going to happen. Ace Porter is going to be disqualified. Yep, there's the hand signal again. Ace Porter is being disqualified. So I'm not sure if Shane O'Neill is going to get a match tonight or not. We got to get this fight broken up. I've just been told emergency replacement for Ace Porter will be Antonio Alpha. So here, as we get right into it, Ace Porter has been disqualified thanks to Michael Blaze attacking him. The referees are just sick of these two every week coming in and interfering with each other's matches. So Ace, because of Michael Blaze, will lose out on his opportunity to showcase his skills here tonight. And now we have Antonia Alpha filling in to take on Shane O'Neill. Lee Jones was quick to make the change here. We wanted to definitely show off the skills of Shane O'Neill tonight. He deserves his chance to be on the show. So we had Antonia Alpha real quick to throw a hand up and want to be part of this. As he gets a shot against Shane O'Neill. O'Neill has been on fire. We don't have the cameras back there, but it appears that Ace Porter and Michael Blaze are still going at it backstage. There's something about a catering table being, smashed. That fit in perfectly as Shane O'Neill smashes the face of Antonio Alpha with that huge knee. Ace Porter, a very, very short visit here to the ring tonight. All thanks to Michael Blaze. Frustrated in his loss to Azrael. The hatred towards Porter. Whatever the reasoning, but whatever it was, he got Ace Porter disqualified from his match tonight. Ace putting on a show here. Referee is down, so hopefully we don't have a pin attempt. Oh, he springs back up. By the sounds of things, Joe Rivers just reported, I don't know if you can read it, but Joe Rivers just announced that Ace Porter and Michael Blaze are now out in the parking lot, and it appears that Porter has just drove Michael Blaze's head through someone's blue Camaro. I don't know if it's into the door. Did he break his head through a window or something of the car? Can you get some more details on that, Joe? Antonio Alpha continuing to have the upper hand in this match on the inside. I'm sorry I'm distracted here, folks. I keep looking at my camera here on the side feed and checking out the action. They do have cameras rolling now. Superman punch. Shane O'Neill finally getting the upper hand here. That power just way too much for Antonio to take. Antonio not normally in singles action, but to this point has been doing a hell of a job. But Shane O'Neill Just too strong. He's got him up on his shoulders and slams him down real quick. Similar to John Cena in that. Shane O'Neill making quick work of Antonio Alpha. Here's another look at that move. And here's the 3 count. Antonio Alpha put up a hell of a fight here, but just not enough to take down the great Shane O'Neill, who continues to roll. I personally was anticipating watching Shane O'Neill take on Ace Porter. That would have been a hell of a match to watch tonight. Now back into some tag action as the Entourage, that's J Money and West here, take on Gonzo and Jason of the Surplus Marines. If you remember the last East Coast episode, we had basically the #1 draft pick, the leader of the Entourage, Cody Switch, running his mouth, and our GM, Lee Jones, not appreciating that. He went out there to fight Cody Switch one-on-one, and that didn't last very long as Lee Jones came out there with the Surplus Marines, and the Surplus Marines put a whooping on Cody Switch. Cody demanding this match here tonight puts the Surplus Marines back in action against his Entourage, trying to get some retribution here. The Entourage is one of the top tag teams in the division here. Very talented as he launches West. J Money launches West through the air, using him as a weapon. Throws him at Gonzo. We're getting into it. The Entourage, very talented. I mean, they are cocky sons of bitches for sure, but they can back it up and put up a fight with the best of them, as they've been taking it to Gonzo here of the Surplus Marines. Now Gonzo launching the big man, Jason, through the air off that top rope, saying if Entourage can do it, we can do it better. As the big man comes off the top in a big way. Huge, huge shoulder blow there to the sternum. I'm not sure whose blue Camaro that is outside, but it is taking some punishment thanks to Blaze and Porter. Security is still there trying to split these two up, but it appears to be a bloody mess out there. And back in the ring here, Jason slowing things down, using that power. Whip into the ropes, and he crushes that huge shoulder into the lower back of West. There's a hot tag, dives across, tags J Money. No, broken up. J Money had a hot tag, but Jason saw it coming, connects with a huge right hand, slowing down the advance of J Money here. The in-ring smarts and just the quickness of the Entourage sort of giving their hold on, I'm sorry, I'm watching this video feed here. I apologize, fans at home. I'm still watching kind of what's going on between Michael Blaze and Ace Porter outside, as we've got Jason, huge power, picks up J Money and just basically suplexing him over that top rope out onto the ground. Now just tossing J Money around like a rag doll. Throws him up. He's back on the ring. Stands to his feet. Jason had him in the corner there for a second. Money wanted no part of that. Breaks out real quick. Twice in a row, Jason able to counter that whip into the ropes by raising those knees up. He's pretty quick for such a huge guy. More of that tag team action. This time, J Money again launches West off the top rope, using him as a weapon again. We can expect to see a lot of tags being made here from the Entourage. They have great teamwork. Say what you will about their personality and the way they go about things, but they are definitely a very skilled tag team, very skilled individuals. Either one of these men could, a huge power slam. So much for that. This one's got to be over. There's just too much of a weight differential here. Huge power slam, and now Jason's got him up on his shoulder. West scrambles out of that one. Could have been good night for the Wildcat, but somehow he's able to squirm himself out of the grasp of Jason. I don't know if they're officially under... Whoa, what's this? Jason carries West. He carries him across the whole side of the ring there and just drops his body weight onto the top of that side railing. Couple bell claps, and now he's ringing his bell. This thing's going to go south fast. Watch the count from the referee in this one. This one does have a count out, and Jason gets them both back in before they get counted out. I hate to see a match end in a count out, that's for sure. Now, again, we see Jason launching Gonzo halfway across the ring onto West. Each team utilizing that double team move, trying to one-up each other. Gonzo, the submission. Oh, what's this? Little showing off. Gonzo tried to connect with that right hand. West dodge it. Like a Anderson Silva type little dodge move with his hands down. Then he quickly bounced Gonzo's face off his knee. Now J Money back in, keeping the fresh legs going. A lot of back and forth tagging going on here between each team. Both teams very familiar with their counterpart. And he drops him. Samoa Slam here from Jay Sinister. Look at the arms of Jason. It just engulfs J Money's whole head. Can barely see the top of his head through those just massive arms and shoulders of Jason. I would like to see Jason maybe trim down a little bit, get a little quicker, because he has suffered at times due to his size. J Money with a kick to the face, and if you watched, West actually tripped up Jason. If you re-watch that right there, when Jay was in that corner, the foot was grabbed from down below, causing Jason to trip and catch that kick to the face. J Money taking advantage here. And a DDT. J Money, this has got to be it. Gonzo dives in and saves it. That could have been it for the Surplus Marines right there. Looks like Jason is split wide open right now. I'm not sure what it was, but it appeared after that shot to the forehead that J Money tossed something back outside to Cody. I'm not sure what he had, but it was some sort of foreign object, and it definitely opened up the face of Jason, just blood pouring down now. And of course the ref missed it. There's nothing I can do from this point. I mean, we can check the footage out after and see what it was. I mean, the worst he can do is catch some sort of monetary penalty, but Jason clearly hurt here. Going right back to that gash on Jason's head. J Money just rubbing those gloves and the forearms onto that opened up slot. Blood just dripping all over the chest of Jason. And, yep, there he goes. He's going to tap. The Entourage picks up a win. But we need to check the video. Clearly something was tossed out of the ring by J Money and picked up off the apron by Cody Switch. After we saw that, we see that gash on Jason's forehead. I'm not sure if any of you watching the show could tell what it was, but the Entourage clearly used something there to their advantage, some sort of foreign object to open them up. Entourage will be right back here as now their leader, Cody Switch, takes on the Marco Diaz. This is a #1 contender match here, folks. The winner of this match is set to take on Trey Jeter for the East Coast HWA Championship. So keep an eye on this one closely. Gorilla Cruz won the voting, and he was going to be the one that would take on Trey Jeter first. But when Gorilla Cruz ended up suffering that injury, the severe neck trauma and the major concussion, we had to somehow figure out who was going to be the #1 contender. So we had to set up this match between the next highest vote getters and the #1 draft pick of the show. This made the most sense. The Marco Diaz, not as well known in the EFED industry as Cody Switch is. Switch's name, basically, anytime you hear the name Switch, you think of EFEDs. That's what his dad, Killswitch Joe, means to this industry. And Cody, arguably, more skilled than his father was. And he is young and just coming up here. That's why he was the #1 draft pick. Now, Lee Jones himself chose Cody Switch overall here in this one. He was highly scouted, and Lee saw the potential in him. But even though his #1 draft pick is known to be a cocky son of a bitch, Lee Jones chose to put him in his place here early on. That resulted in the tag match that we just saw. Cody basically spamming the stomp button here on Marco Diaz. Stomp after stomp after stomp, and now wrapping up that left arm. Again, more smart work here by this roster. Trying to basically wear down the strength of their opponents. continues to work on that arm. Well, he's got him here in a modified arm bar, adding a lot of torque to that elbow and shoulder. Early pin. This is, like I thought, this was going to amount to nothing. Marco Diaz not as well known, but he is no slouch. That's why he's picked up here. Clothesline. Marco Diaz on the top rope. Is he going to jump all the way to the outside, crashing that leg across the torso and neck area of Cody Switch? The #1 draft pick in a bad way here now, folks. Trying to shake the cobwebs out here. Marco Diaz having none of that, giving him no room as he's right back on Cody. Clubbing arms to the back, into the neck, into the shoulder of Switch. Few kicks here. Cody now back in the advantage. Oh, and he's just rubbing that bottom of his boot against the face, and now a running face wash. Cleans the clock of Diaz. That'll turn the tides of a battle real quick. I thought he was going for a roll-up pin, but he spins back. Marco Diaz fought out of the pin, but Cody able to roll and then come back up real quick with a super kick here to the face. Switch right back on that arm again. Trying to figure out what it's going to take to put Diaz away. Diaz breaks out of that armbar. Very athletic maneuver. 2 and picks him up. And he's got basically a sambo slam here. A rock bottom, basically. Into a neck breaker. Diaz feeling it now. Tunes him up with a crescent kick here. His entourage partners distracting the referee. Cody Switch could have been done. That's why he has his entourage with him as they started climbing in the ring, getting the ref's attention, allowing Switch to pop out of that, and now Cody taking advantage of the miscue from our referee. Diaz seemingly has this one. Spinning neck breaker. Cody Switch gonna be done here. Another one of those kicks. That time Cody was able to reach his hand up and grab that bottom rope, but Cody was basically done. That was out of pure instinct. He was able to save himself from that one. Get a hand just onto that bottom rope. I don't see Cody coming back and winning this one. Diaz, there it is. He's signaling that Cody's done. He's putting the boots to him right now. He's got him by the scruff of the neck and slams him on his face like a puppy. Cody has got to be done. What else can he do here? Springs over the top rope and drops a leg to the back of the neck. Now Diaz going to the high rent district and drops that leg across the neck again. This one's got to be over, folks. There's just too much momentum going for Diaz right now. This is going to be it. There's 2. No. Cody somehow kicking out of this one. Swing, and there's a high knee. What's it going to take? 2. There it is. No. Ref signals that it was a 2 count. Diaz pissed off here. I don't know how Cody is still moving. Rolls up, and there's another super kick. Cody Switch somehow finding the strength and the heart to keep going. The flurry of moves. Looks like Cody's setting him up for a finisher. Trying to hit a big one. Nope, Diaz blocks it, reverses and spins out. Cody out of nowhere. What an athletic move. Spins and now he's removing that top turnbuckle. Folks, keep an eye. There's that metal ring in that corner turnbuckle. Cody definitely one that will take advantage of that. I'm expecting to see an Irish whip into that corner here at any second. No, instead Cody whips him up over that top rope. We were expecting to see him knock him to the ground, but instead he picks him up and suplexes him off the apron. Cody going around, he's just removing all the turnbuckles. Keep an eye, the top corner, the top right, and the bottom left corner turnbuckles are no longer there. The ref putting one back. Cody, as the ref is distracted, comes up and he catches a knee. Cody Switch trying to take advantage, had that ref all the way on the other side of the ring, and yes, there we go. That's going to leave a mark. That ring, that big red buckle ring there in the corner that holds all our ropes together, that just caught the spine of Marco Diaz. He picks it up, and you can see him wincing in pain there. There's a shot to the... He caught him below the belt. The ref saw it. That's it, folks. The ref saw it. Cody Switch went low, trying to take down Marco Diaz when the ref wasn't looking. Ref turns around just in time to catch Cody basically hitting Marco Diaz in the nuts. Cody Switch is disqualified. Marco Diaz, the number one contender, will take on our champion at Anarchy. What a turn of events. Noah Youngblood, who finds himself here tonight taking on our champion in the main event. Huge opportunity. Some people look at this as basically a warm-up match for Trey Jeter, our champion, but we know Noah is going to come out swinging, firing on all cylinders on this one. Hopefully Trey Jeter's smart enough to not take for granted that this man Noah has a huge skill set. Here's a good look at our champion. Again, this is a non-title match, folks. A good look at that East Coast Championship around the waist of Trey Jeter, our first HWA crown champion. Trey, no stranger to holding gold around his waist. Here we go. Noah Youngblood, Trey Jeter, one-on-one. And again, we see here a non-title bout. Champion firing off quick. As we thought, Youngblood here, Noah fighting back. He's no slouch. He's very talented. Not as nowhere near the experience of Trey Jeter, but he's no slouch. He's definitely an up-and-comer. He's won titles in other federations. Jeter, you know, is taking seriously here. He's not taking it easy on this young man. He wants to win, and there's a curb stomp. Youngblood wisely rolls out of the ring here. That could have been it early on, and now Trey, pissed off that he didn't get the win, delivers a right cross, sending Noah crashing down onto the concrete. Youngblood right back up, firing away. Trey kind of caught that step as he went down after that last move. Keep an eye on things here as he slams our champion against the corner of that apron. Youngblood, he wants to win this thing. Dishing out some punishment to our champion. I guess it's a good thing that Anarchy is still a couple weeks away, because Youngblood here is delivering some punishment to the champion, and he's all fired up. Look at this kid. He's all fired up. I love seeing that. Just the excitement on this newcomer. Now carrying Trey over to the steps. Dropping him face first. He's got showing no respect to the champion here. He bounces his face off the apron. You better not stain that white apron. Lee Jones very particular of keeping a clean ring. Noah could find himself on the wrong side of Lee Jones here, just as Cody switched it early on. If he messes up the white apron around the ring with our champion's blood. Noah trying to wear Jeter down here. Basically choking Trey out with his own arms. Trey showing off a little bit. Youngblood having none of that. Comes up with that high knee. That does it. Did you just see that? Trey Jeter was showing off a little bit.
Gorilla Cruz here, man. I'm on my way across seas to get this surgery for my injury. Trey Jeter, just want to let you know, man, you dodged the bullet, bro. You didn't quite punch your ticket. But I promise you, once I get better, and once I get stronger...
It's nice to hear from Gorilla Cruz, folks.
Best believe that. You're going to punch your ticket to Ape City, and I'm going to take that title from you.
There we have it. Gorilla plans on making a comeback. I can't wait to see it. Gorilla Cruz just announcing that he will be coming back after he has his surgery. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's very unfortunate seeing Gorilla go down the way that he did. I mean, his opponents, let him finish the match with as much pride as he could, but it's still seeing that injury. We saw early on in one of his first match, he took a shot, I believe was a baseball bat to the forehead. That aggravated an old football injury from college. And then in the tag match, when it was the Guerrillas of War taking on I believe Ryan Hill and was it Ryan Steele? I'd have to look back in the archives, but in that match you could clearly see that Gorilla was out of it. He was in some serious pain. And come to find out, some sort of neck injury. We've got to get the full status report on that so I can release the correct info. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Youngblood, with a huge win tonight. The great Joe Rivers stopping in. We had Evil Eyes pop in. We had Will King himself making both an appearance and popping in on our chat feed. So clearly, Will King will be part of the East Coast roster. And it looks like Tyrone, who was about to announce that he was going to take Gorilla's spot. I'm not sure what's going to happen to that guy. Tyrone comes out here. I hope you guys watched the opening segment. I kind of liked seeing that guy, and maybe we'll see more of him. But we'll definitely be seeing Will King, and we'll definitely be seeing a lot more of Noah Youngblood as he comes in here and just upsets our champion. Trey Jeter getting cocky, showing off a little bit. Noah takes advantage and hits that huge high knee, putting Trey Jeter out cold. He picks up a win here against our champion. Good night, everyone. Again, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you check in on the HWA page through Facebook. Leave comments there about your match. I will try to tag you in that video feed there. Again, good night from Boston, Massachusetts.